Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and this is my gaming channel. Now, I've actually had the channel for quite some time now, but I've never really posted any sort of content or anything, and that's going to be changing. What I've got here is a pretty okay gaming setup for the meantime, so I'm going to be doing some Let's Plays and also just in general some general gameplay tips, tricks, and anything to do with Skater XL. Now, this is probably the best skateboard game currently out there at the moment. I've been playing it a ton. I've got hundreds of hours actually put into the game itself, so that's primarily what this gaming channel is going to be focused on. And if you guys want all the information in regards to how to download maps, clothing, and additional mods, then be sure to hit that subscribe button below, because we're going to be doing everything moving forward on this channel. So what I've got here is my setup. I've got my PC just out of frame just down here, as you can see just below the camera here. I've got my Blue Yeti microphone. Because I'm playing Skater XL, of course I do have to be using an Xbox controller. For this one I'm going to be using the grey controller, which I've had for pretty much about a year now, and it's probably the best controller for any console. I'm not a huge fan of PlayStation controllers, they just don't really seem to fit my hand very well. The Xbox controller, however, has a perfect fit to it. Now also, if there's anything you guys want me to change or update for this particular channel, let me know in the comments down below, but for now, let's get to some games. So what we have here, like I say, is Skater XL. Now we're particularly going to be looking at a level in just a moment, but for those of you that aren't aware, Skater XL is a super hyper-realistic skate game that has come out more recently from Easy Day Studios, and it's basically one of the best, if not the best, skateboarding games available. Now each analog stick on your controller controls each foot, so if I hold down the right analog stick, it's going to put me into an ollie position, and if I hold forward the left analog stick, it's going to put me into a nollie stance, and then you can move the sticks around to do different tricks. The best way for me to actually show you this is you can go ahead and actually put on the controller display. So again, if I just move along here, A is to push, nice and simple. And then you can see if I pull down on the right stick like so and let go, it does an ollie, and push up on the left stick, let go, does an ollie. And you actually turn with the triggers, which can definitely take some getting used to, but once you're used to it, it's really easy to do and super simple to play. Now the one thing that we're going to be looking at today is a really awesome community map. Now with the game itself, you are going to get these maps, which are the official maps, and then you'd also have 3 community maps which have been made by people that play the game that have eventually made their way into the full version of the game. Now if you play on PC, you can also download additional maps as well, and I have that all linked in the description down below, so if you guys want to download some additional maps and try them out for yourself, then you can do. Now the one that we're going to be focusing on today is going to be... what was the name? Hold on one second. This one here, CVCC XL Remix Beta 1.6. Now this is a map that has been updated a ton, and if you've ever played Skate, you're going to know exactly what this map is, because it's the community center from Skate. Now this is basically a one-to-one replica, and it plays extremely well. I've had no issues with it at all. Sometimes with community maps, if you're aware, you have issues with some of the grinds, for example, but with this one, everything works exactly as you would expect it to. You've got the bowl section from the original map just here. You've then got the sort of palladium sort of section over here, the trench just over there, a ton of manual pads as well, and it's basically just one-to-one. Now don't get me wrong, some of it doesn't necessarily play as well as it could do. The way that the map editor works with Skater XL, it does mean that some stuff looks a little bit strange. So if you look at the geometry over here, for example, you can see just how many parts it's actually made up with just to get this corner section just here. But how does it actually skate? Well, actually really well. So I'm just going to do a quick... go. Yeah, it actually plays really quite good. I didn't really expect to see many skate levels in Skater XL, but they are really nice levels, so they've got a ton of awesome stuff to work with here. So in regards to the gameplay, it feels extremely nice, and it kind of feels like you're playing a newer version of Skate. Now obviously Skate 4 is going to be just around the corner, so that's definitely something to keep in mind, but overall the gameplay itself is very smooth. These rails over here sometimes have a little bit of issue with regards to the actual grind on them for some reason, so if I just go ahead now, let's have a look here. Place my session marker. I'm just going to go ahead and do a 5-0 down this rail. You can see that you kind of fall off, which isn't necessarily the best thing in the world. Even if you try and do something like a board slide, which is normally quite simple to do, you can see here that you are then going to stop and eventually you're going to fall off. So again, some of the rails and ledges aren't perfect, but again, this is version 1.6 and it's being worked on a regular basis. So again, expect to see a ton of updates for this map really soon. Now over here is one of my favorite sections. You have the manual pads. So I'm just going to do a quick kickflip manual, heel flip, nose manual, kickflip out. So again, coming over here, we've got the kickflip to... See, now manuals in Skater XL aren't necessarily the best. Let's have a look. Kickflip to manual. Try again. Kickflip to manual. To heel flip to nose manual to kickflip out. I'll take it. It was a little bit janky, but I'll take it. That seems quite nice to me. And then we've also got this nice outer rail section here, which is really cool because again, you've got a little manual pad here just before the actual rail itself. So again, if we just set my session marker, the way the session markers work in Skater XL is just press on Y and then you can move around, go up, down, and then just select A. And then if you go forwards, for example, you can press up to go back to your session marker. Or if you want to set one on the go, you can just press down on the D-pad to set a new marker. So if this one, I'm just going to do a quick nose manual to grind. I totally missed the rail. No slide, I'll take it. So we've got a nice little nose slide there. You've got some nice pyramids and A-frames back here, which is really nice to see as well. Back to this corner over here, which like I say, doesn't necessarily skate the best, but again, if you do kind of want to go into this bank here, you've got some more manual pads just over this way as well. Quick crook down here. Didn't really lock in as I wanted to, but it didn't look too bad. This one's a pretty nice manual pad. I'm going to do a kickflip manual 360 flip out. So if we just go up here like so. Kickflip manual 360 flip out. Nice. Then we can do a little trick on the rail as well. And a quick 360 into the bank. So again, the actual level itself does play extremely well. Again, it's going to be linked in the description if you guys want to download it for yourself. And like I mentioned, in regards to the future videos that we're going to have here on this channel, you can let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter at Copper vs Glass in regards to exactly what you guys want to see. I'm just going to finish this video by trying to do some bowl skating over here. Now, as you know, if you've played Skater XL, transition is not great. A lot of the time you fly out of ramps, you attach to the coping when you don't want to, so it's not the best in the world. But here, as you can see, again, not necessarily transition skate, it's more like mini ramps, but again, it does feel quite nice if I just try and head back the other way. Do some nice little lolly sections here. Big heel into the bowl. One last thing before I go is going to be the trench area just over here. Now the cool thing about this is you do have these tunnels which you can go through, and you do have this run up over this side as well. So again, if we set our session marker over here and go down the run in just here like so, I'm hoping that's going to give us enough speed. Again, just going to attach to the coping. So I have to ollie a little bit sooner for this one. Maybe if we try the rail side. There we go, nailed it. Okay, so yeah, not the best in the world. Again, some of the community parks that are made, obviously they are made with a certain couple of map editors. Some work better than others, for example. So I'm pretty sure that these quarter pipes and spines just here are hopefully going to work a little bit better. These seem a little bit steep. Yep, way too steep. So you can't even really... kind of, the physics were completely off with that one. Although that tray flip did seem quite nice. Do some nollies over the spine. Oh, if that had gone into a backside blunt, that would have looked insane. So again, as you can see, some of the obstacles aren't the best. Again, it is still in the beta form of the map. The guy that made it is still going to be working on it. I will still link it in the description below, so if you guys want to check it out for yourself, be sure to do so. And that's actually going to do it, guys, for this quick gameplay video of a skate map in Skater XL. You've got the community center here from Skate 1, which I'm pretty sure is the first thing that we saw when originally playing Skate. So for me, this is the first map that I played on. When I got my Xbox 360 at Christmas one year and I had Skate on it, this was pretty much my first introduction to the Skate franchise, so it's pretty near and dear to my heart, but overall, really nice map. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter. And like I mentioned, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. And once you're subscribed, turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I post a new video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass Gaming. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.